guided by gravity, bringing ore down on this side to generate electricity, right? When that breaks in, they can spin and generate. That way they didn't have to run any wiring all the way up top into the mine, so they were self-sufficient. Pretty neat, pretty good, especially for the early 1900s.
As long as they kept pushing ore down the thing.
So I got a couple questions here. First question I heard was this road. This road runs up and over and back down to the trail. If you take that trail out of town, you notice the turn off and it goes up here. It's access to these private lands. Your question, sir? If it comes back up, please let me know.
Oh, the electricity would only work as long as they were pushing ore down the mountain. If they stopped the wheelie thing, the electricity would stop.
Yes, more or less. But they also had backup
I see.
generators, some small pieces.
Well, maybe they only, the miners,
It wouldn't be too far out of the scope, just like your grandmother. They had to pay for their own dynamo. So it's kind of like, we're paying you some manual labor.
Just went through the tour of this 14-story wooden structure, which was the Kennecott Mill, and it operated at the turn of the century until 1932. So they processed a lot of copper went out of these hills behind me. So they found out that there was copper in these hills because the Native Americans in the area were using tools, and they had copper, and they're like, where did you get that from? And they told them in these hills, and so they went on exploration and they found them. It's slightly raining, but not too bad. I'm gonna flip the camera around so you can see more of the national park here. So these buildings are all, some of them are under repair. Some of the roofs are, of course, they get a lot of snow here in the winter months, so they have some contracted construction people here at the time that we are visiting, and these buildings are all painted this red color with the white trim, which is nice. But there is the mill. It goes all the way up this hill. It's quite a process. We had a tour guide explain all the process. And there's Jeffrey going into one of the buildings, because you can tour through the buildings just as the regular public. But there's the mill. Like I said, it's the tallest, 14 stories, wooden, all wood. A lot of it's Doug fir, but then some of it is other. They tried to use the local spruce in the area, but found it was not as strong of a wood or wouldn't preserve. Here's the old railroad tracks. The railroad went from here in Kennecott all the way to Cordova, which is at the Gulf of Alaska. And there's the remaining. You can only go through the tour if you pay the fee from the National Park Service guided service that we used. So we took the tour. That was kind of cool. Here's the railroad track that came through where they loaded the copper, descended on out. Like I always say, get out to the great outdoors. Whatever you're doing today, get out and enjoy the great outdoors and do something that makes you